Our Casuarina tree. This is a very beautiful poem written by Totu Dutt. Totu Dutt was born on 1856, and she died at the age of 21. She is a very youngest poet, and her brother was Abju, and her sister was Aru. They both were died in the earlier ages also. Repeatedly, she read Paradise Lost, and she is a Bengali poet and proficiency in English, French, Bengali, and Sanskrit also. And she is the first Indian poetess of English Indian poet in English, and she was known as the Keats of Indo-Anglican poetry. She is the youngest poetess in India, and she familiarized Indian myths and legacies, and she was influenced by romantic poems. And her works were examined by Edmund Gosse, and she went to Europe at the age of 12 and came back in 1873. And this poem, The Our Casuarina Tree, is simply very superb poem, and it has been published in 1876 in the Ancient Ballads and the Legend of Hindustan, and it composed of 4 stanzas and 44 lines. And this is very beautiful poetry because she explains her own happy likings of the tree, and her views when she saw when she was in India, and about her days with her brother and sister under the tree and their playings, all those things in this poetry. And she used many simile, metaphor, and personification and pathetic fallacy in this poem very much. Moving on to the poetry, she saw a giant casuarina tree, and a creeper climbs like a python, and the sweet song of Kohila filled over the garden, and birds and bees gather in the flowering boughs of the tree, and the crimson color flowers were totally cover the tree like a scarf. And that is the season of winter, and she saw a grey baboon sit like a statue, and her young ones are playing under the lower boughs. And she heard the Kohila's hails and the sleepy cows going to the pastures. And she saw a water tank nearby that is fully covered by white lilies, and like a snow. And the tree is very dear to her soul, because she remembers her days with her brother and sister were playing under the when she was in France and Italy. The waves of the sea remembers her about the tree and her childhood memories. And this poem is an concrete to honor to the tree. And the tree has been symbolized as a symbol of eternity. And this is similar like Wordsworth's phrase of price of ye tree in Borrowdale in his poem.